And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Green Bay Packers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
You got 58. Hey, take 26. He's checking crack. Over.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
That's got to be a long day. Whip. Slam. Check.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Easy. Kill. Recon, 152 fighter. Dudes. Check.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a first down. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, take 26.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Check 56. Check tight. What?
They go play action here on first down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one.
Check the backer. No. Off. Switch. Shoot.
Now Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
You got time right there. Check three.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 35.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd and 9, Haskins. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off. Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. And This defense looking like they have come to play. The pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And not a good return here. He is brought down at the 7-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Alert 3.
On 2nd down now. It's Love. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Here we go.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. On 1st down, here's Love. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now after the loss, they come up 2nd and 11 from the 19-yard line. Here's Geis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. 3rd down, here's Haskins. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. With good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. That sack came from the corner. On the corner blitz, it was Josh Jackson.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. The throw by Haskins complete to McLaurin, and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day. Check 31, get ready.
Here we go with Geis. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Haskins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Preston Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Haskins will throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Taken in at the 22. A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Now this throw caught left side. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Geis with the carry on second down. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Here's Haskins to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. That is caught inside the 5. 25 yards that time. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Check 50, check 50.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point splits the uprights. And a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Second down, Haskins. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, check. Look small. Mike's 40. Mike's 40. That's right.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And he will find his man on the outside. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
He's checking. Crash. Kill.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things have...
Touchdown, Washington! Darius Geis with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. Now the try here for the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Jones. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know they're going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
They'll go again to Jones. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
158.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers! A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
He's checking Crab. Check 13.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. This fielded at the 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And it brings it 3rd down.
Check 42's the mic. Check 42's the mic. I got one.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Let's get off the field.
This is Jones. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Watch the run, watch the run. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Nick Kwiatkowski able to maneuver in for the sack.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Haskins looking to throw on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Out of the gun, Geis. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking past.
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. But he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones ties LT with his 31st touchdown of the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They start on the ground with Geis, and he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
He saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Check it back. No. Off. Switch. Shoot. You go tight. You got tight right there.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a...
Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
80 weapon. Out. Hatch, we are going. Big edge.
On first down, it's Jones. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 3, second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set them up first and goal. To throw is Rodgers. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off for this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Haskins, 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On second and 12, Haskins. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. And I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made 1 more play, could have had our shutout.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
This is Harris, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Green Bay, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.